brother, whichever school of thought that you're following, keep it to yourself, no problem. But don't divide the Ummah. This is not the time for dividing the Ummah. Despite all the weaknesses that we have, we've become inferior because we are disunited. Yeah? We are disunited. The relevant example is right in front of our eyes. The genocide which is taking place. We cannot do anything about it because we are weak, because of our divisions. That's the reason why. But the Ummah has 1 point something, I don't know, billion people, if not 2 billion or 3 billion. I don't know the actual number, the actual population. So my advice to anyone, actually, any Muslim brother who comes and asks me, we're going to start, are you going to follow Saudi, you're going to follow Yemeni, you're going to follow Pakistan, I said, please keep these differences to yourself. Where do you follow? Which school of thought? Which mainstream do you follow? You keep it to yourself. Alright? Stop spreading the division in our communities. We are one nation. Allah says, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. I have created you, I've made you to be the middle path nation. Ummah. Allah called us Ummah. And He called it كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. You are the best nation, the best ummah chosen among the people. Allah selected us to be the best nation. Why? Because we divide each other, because we keep on, extending our differences. Of course we do have differences. It's called unity in diversity. We have our differences as Muslims. And these differences are genuine differences. And each alim, each scholar, each imam has the reasons. We have from Quran and Sunnah, and it's acceptable. The Sahaba, they differed in front of the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ didn't attack one group of the Sahaba and approve. He didn't disapprove one group of Sahaba and approve the other. No, he said both of you are fine. When he, in the famous hadith, لا يصلين أحدكم العصر إلا في بني قريظة. You all remember this hadith. The Prophet ﷺ was conversing, was talking to a group of the companions, saying, none of you shall pray Asr except when he reaches a place called Banu Qurayza. So, a group of Sahaba, they, embarked on a journey, they went throughout the way, and Salatul Asr actually reached them while they were on the way to Bani Qurayza. This is, where it gets very interesting. So the Prophet ﷺ told them, none of you should pray Asr until you reach Bani Qurayza. So then when Asr arrived, some of the companions, they say, hang on a minute, brothers, but now it's time for Salah. Time of Salah, Asr time now. Maybe when the Prophet ﷺ said that, he didn't know that Asr is going to reach us, it's going to catch us while we are on the way. He thought maybe, we will get there by Asr time. And Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. Salah to the believers is something which is timely, something that needs to be performed punctually. See that? This is one ijtihad, it's called ijtihad, personal reasoning. Some of the Sahabas, they say, so we're going to pray here. We're going to stop here and pray Asr. Some of what was that? It's called ikhtilaf, different of opinions, difference of opinions. So some Sahabas, they say, no, we're not going to pray here. Remember, we are going to pray where the Prophet ﷺ told us and commanded us to pray. Because Allah says, whomsoever obeys the Prophet ﷺ, he has obeyed Allah. You see that both ways, both Sahaba, both groups, they use what? The Quran, and they use their thinking as well. They use their mind as well. So the ones who haven't prayed there, they went to the Prophet ﷺ together with their brothers. They didn't fight. They didn't start branding names to each other. No, they went to the Prophet ﷺ, and then they asked, Ya Rasulullah, when you told us those words, some of us prayed before we go to Bani Qurayza. And Rasulullah ﷺ asked them, and they say, yes, time of salah reached us, so we had to pray, and salah is timely. And the one they say, why didn't you pray when the time of salah reached you? They say, because in the Quran says, whomsoever obeyed the Prophet, he has obeyed Allah. Subhanallah. So both groups were correct, and the Prophet ﷺ approved both groups of that companion. So it was just a point of caution, but this is not the time of instigation.